peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Great to have you with us. We are set to get you over the hump this Wednesday night with another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at Cleveland. They slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Checking out the Rockets, they're kind of a middle-of-the-road squad. Not bad, but haven't been able to make the leap into the upper echelon of teams.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. And for the Nuggets, Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. This can be a time of the season when it's hard for players to keep their focus, Grant.
Oh, man, B.A., the buzz of a new season is behind you. The playoffs are a long way off. This is when a coach earns his keep, making sure his guys stay energized and focused.
Now here's Porter. Here's Jokic. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
The width of Jokic helps him carve out space in the paint.
Şengün, a screen on Murray. Out to the right wing. Şengün, the open look. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Outside Porter. Pass to Murray. Over to the wing. And here's Jokic outside. It's hauled in by Houston. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Denver. Here's Şengün. Gordon pulls it in. And here's Porter outside. He drops it from range.
Well, year in and year out, Porter is so consistent from 3.
And Van Vliet has got the ball here for Houston. It's a 3-point game. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Here's Brown. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Jokic with a screen on Green. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw misses. Will stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
And he sinks the second. Van Vliet with it. 20 points for him last game against Memphis. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Michael Malone. We talked about Fred Van Vliet and how Coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle, just staying on him as much as possible. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but Coach hopes it's effective. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Green. And there's the rejection.
The size of Porter can sneak up on you. He's a surprising 6'10".
Outside Porter. Back to Murray. Here's Brown. Green covering. Brown passes to Murray. 5 to shoot. Jokic with a screen on Van Vliet. The Nuggets need to get one up. Brown. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Pass to Green. The 3 is up. Porter pulls it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Brown passes to Gordon. Oh, Green with a block.
So quick to rotate. I mean, Green able to cover quickly.
Smith with it. Checked by Murray. Smith no good. The Nuggets trail. Pass to Gordon from deep. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. High post Green. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And another miss by Houston. Denver has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Gordon. Pass to Brown. Now Jokic. Covered by Smith. And the basket by Jokic. Jokic has gotten his second bucket.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Alperen Şengün.
And we've seen a jump in the last few years in terms of his rebounding. The heart, the hustle, his ability to read shot trajectories and crash the glass at the right time, and his teammates really appreciate the hard work.
Van Vliet against Murray. Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. Back to Van Vliet. Şengün, a screen on Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Porter with the steal. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. Offensive rebound. Gordon finds Murray. Over Van Vliet. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Rockets trail by 4. And he lobs it up top. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, how about the connection there? Great pass and even better finish by Şengün.
And it's Murray with the ball for Denver. Jokic with a screen on Van Vliet. Murray passes to Jokic. Here's Porter. Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. That one no good. Good D by Şengün. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Murray against Van Vliet. Good D by Murray. The Nuggets shooting 33% in the first quarter. Pass to Jokic. Now here's Gordon. Here's Brown. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Jabari Smith.
Well, you have to throw so much weight at Jokic on defense that eventually he'll just step into it and draw a foul.
Shoot 2.
The free throw drops for Jokic. And coach, such a unique player, multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. How do you defend this guy?
Well, Brian, if I knew that, everybody in the league would be trying to hire me because no one has found an answer for Nikola Jokic. He can just beat you in so many ways. If you're going to double team him, he's going to create wide open shots and even layups for his teammates. If you're going to leave him single covered, he's going to score. There's nothing this guy can't do on a basketball court.
Now here's Van Vliet. No points so far. Eason, good.
Yeah, one thing about Van Vliet, he makes the right decision most of the time.
Now here's Murray. Westbrook outside. Here's Gordon. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Rockets trail by 3. Here's Van Vliet, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Takes a 3. Another 3 from Houston.
And this is what Van Vliet is known for, a volume three-point gunner who shoots it well.
Here's Westbrook. Outside Murray. Porter in the post. He's against Eason. Back to Murray. Jokic with a screen on Van Vliet. Down low. And the dunk by Jokic.
Yeah, he's not exactly a highlight reel dunker, but you love to see Jokic throw it down.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Now looking at the 2K leaderboard, specifically which teams have created a lot of turnovers and cashed in on the other end during the last 10 games. The Rockets in 5th.
They've turned up the heat defensively over this last stretch, trying to force more turnovers. That's been their game.
And the Rockets with possession here, trailing by 2. Pass to Green. Right wing. Eason against Porter. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will in the shot.
Houston shooting their first free throw tonight. That one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. Denver has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Murray passes to Jokic. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
He is an all-world dunker. Gordon with the monster jam.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Houston has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Westbrook against Green. There's the drive. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Michael Malone's late father, Brendan, an assistant under you in Orlando, Stan. What a fantastic coaching family, the Malones.
Certainly is. Michael's one of the best in the game, and his father, Brendan, was a mentor not only to Michael, but to many of us in coaching. And he embodied the saying that he had forgotten more basketball than most of us would ever know.
Just 3 to shoot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Jalen Green.
Well, Gordon's a guy who will force you to get up in his space and commit a foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Coach, it's interesting to watch the career path of Aaron Gordon. He's gone from one role in his previous stop, then he arrives to the Nuggets in a completely different role there.
Yeah, Brian, he's become more of a third or fourth guy, and he's embraced the change. Everybody wants to be that number 1 or number 2 guy, but you've got to play a role to be a winner in this league.
And it's resulted in championships.
It sure has.
Now here's Green. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis. Adams with a screen on Westbrook. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And it's like Green doesn't have an off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. Free throw good. Green.
And for Green, it's about trying to be consistent. He has talent, and he needs to play to his strengths.
And both free throws good for Green.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Outside Watson. Jokic with a screen on Eason. Now here's Watson, defended by Eason. Here's Jokic. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A.
Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
First free throw is good.
And the big X factor Van Vliet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys.
Šarić checks in for Nikola Jokic. Both free throws good from Van Vliet. Here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Gordon outside. Back to Murray. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so it's Houston with it, trailing by 2. And here is Green. Big-time contributor on offense, just over 22 points a game. An open look for Smith, and that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
They get it again.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Lets it fly. Drained it for 2 points. Murray's got 5 points. Now Green. Pass to Smith. Van Vliet with it. Adams with the ball. Šarić covers. Adams against Šarić. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Green missing.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Watson inside, defended by Eason, and it's Watson missing. Westbrook against Green. Gordon pulls it in.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
It's scooped up. 1:25 left to play in the first quarter. The Rockets trail. Green with the ball. Van Vliet outside. Good on the bucket. He's got 7.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
1:04 left in the first quarter of the game. Westbrook against Green. Westbrook taking his time here. Here's Murray. And again, it's Denver missing.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Van Vliet with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Here's Green. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
This is not his quarter. He needs to give up some touches and recalibrate.
Here's Murray. It's hauled in by Houston. Smith's got a rebound, number 5 here tonight. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Murray against Van Vliet. Adams with a screen on Murray. Van Vliet into the lane. No good with a layup. Aaron Gordon, he's been the guy making things happen for Denver. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. We'll be right back with you shortly. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
DeAndre Jordan is out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Peyton Watson. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second. Well, Coach, there's an interesting story about Watson's draft experience.
Yeah, the story is, Brian, that the Nuggets were willing to trade to move up to get him. That's how much they thought of him. They weren't able to do that, but they were able to get him with the final pick of the first round anyway.
Just goes to show you how important scouting is.
And luck.
The first one falls. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Houston has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Thompson outside. Şengün, the screen. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And so Porter will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Well, when this one's done, they'll be off to Miami, taking on the Heat. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Houston making some changes. Whitmore's checked in for Şengün, and Van Vliet is subbed in for Shepherd. Saric outside. There's the 3. Rockets with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Thompson passes to Van Vliet. The Rockets again can't hit.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Westbrook after the basket by Houston. Shot clock at 6. To the inside, Watson. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. And the Nuggets lead by 1. The Rockets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Adams with a screen on Porter. Pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
You want to stop Adams when he rolls, but honestly, Steven is such a force. Sometimes you can't stop him.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Now here's Westbrook. No points yet. Saric outside. And here's Watson. Here's Westbrook. Thompson pulls it in. For Houston, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Pass to Whitmore. On the wing, Whitmore. Adams with a screen on Jordan. Whitmore with it. Now Porter defending. And that one's good. Whitmore.
Yes, slashing toward the hoop. Whitmore not hesitating when he sees an opportunity.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. He wants to review the game plan. Brown's checked in for Denver. Dylan Brooks checked in for Houston. A look at how all-star voting is going thus far.
And so much fun to see the tallies start to come in. See how things start to look.
You take a look at Şengün. He's collecting plenty of votes and could break into the Western Conference's top 10.
Yeah, I know he wants to climb the list a little bit, but no denying that those are all very talented guys up above him.
And keep checking in for the latest in all-star voting results. Now here's Westbrook. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Tipped away. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. Houston leading by 5. Van Vliet left side. Here's Eason. That three's off the mark. And Denver's shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. It's hauled in by Houston. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Adams. Shot clock at 5. Now Brooks fires from deep. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got his 3rd assist of the night. Nuggets trail by 8. Westbrook outside. Here's Saric. Adams covering. Stop the drought. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Tari Eason. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break has been a big part of their success.
Free throw good. Saric. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
Now here's Thompson. 11 points for him last game against Memphis.
Yeah, and look, he made his mark on defense also. Was pressuring the ball, came away with 3 steals.
And he drives in, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And if the defense leaves a man open, Westbrook will find him. Russell's floor awareness helps him rack up the assist.
Houston leading by 5. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 9. And here's Adams. Back to Van Vliet. And stolen by Murray. Jumps up. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Yeah, that's just a one-man highlight reel. Once Murray gets the steal, he's looking to go all the way.
And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip.
Well, that's his third three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the second, so he might be heating up.
The Nuggets have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Pass to Brown. Inside. Here's Porter. And he banks in the layup. Porter's got 5.
Well, Porter Jr. shoots a very high percentage in the paint.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Denver making a change here. Jokic is checked in. And a change for the Rockets. Jalen Green, he's checked in for Eason. The Rockets lead by 4. Now Van Vliet. Brooks outside. Here's Green. Jokic grabs the board. The Nuggets have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Now just a 2-point Houston lead.
You know, Jamal Murray has no problem being the facilitator when he sees open teammates.
The Rockets have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Jokic with a screen on Van Vliet. Murray drives in. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Houston has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Brooks can't hit from in close. Coach, after 3 back surgeries in 5 years, it is truly amazing that Michael Porter Jr. is still playing at all.
Yeah, it really is, Brian. And for him to get back to playing at the highest level, he has really stuck with it, and you've got to admire his mental and physical toughness.
The free throw drops from Murray.
There's so much that Jamal Murray brings to the table offensively. He is such a critical piece of their puzzle.
A different look for Denver. Šarić checks in for Michael Porter, and it's Watson in for Westbrook. Now here's Šarić. Pass to Jokic. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Houston has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Green. Takes the hit and scores inside. Green.
I love it. What concentration. Green taking the contact well and converting with confidence.
Nuggets trail by 3. Murray with it. Give him 8. Jokic passes to Brown. Thompson pulls it in.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Van Vliet finds Brooks. Back to Van Vliet. On the wing, Brooks. Pass to Green. 5 to shoot. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Dario Šarić. Houston shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Jordan's checked in for Šarić. Free throw good. Green will stand in this league. The opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick. bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 9. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Peyton Watson.
And the defense is all over Van Vliet inside. But he sticks with it and wins a trip to the line for his efforts.
And this will be his second trip to the free throw line. That free throw no good. Green's checked in for Houston. And the second free throw is good. Nuggets trail by 4. Pass to Jokic. Fires the 3. The offensive rebound. Jordan with the bucket.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Van Vliet against Murray. Outside, Green. Back to Van Vliet. Making his mark again. He's shooting 4 for 9 in this one.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
The Nuggets have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go in the second. Now here's Murray. Give him 8. Jokic in the post. Brooks defending. Jokic shot is good.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Here's Brooks. Pass to Green. And here's Van Vliet. Defended by Murray. Murray against Van Vliet. Back to Green. Thompson outside. Shoots from 12. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Brown. Brooks defending. Outside Watson. Fires for 3. Brown passes to Jokic. Jordan with a screen on Van Vliet. And here's Jokic outside. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
Now here's Green. 7 points in the game. Van Vliet, the pass to Brooks. Now here's Van Vliet, defended by Murray. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And a chance now to check out the leaderboard and see the big men around the league who have made an impact on the offensive end last month. 4th, Nikola Jokic.
These big fellas come at you in all kinds of ways. They may not share styles, but they're all effective scorers.
Yeah, and what jumps out at me from these guys is the amount of skill they all have on offense. They can go at you so many ways.
Gordon, he's checked in for Denver. Michael Porter comes in for Watson. And a change for the Rockets. Smith, he's checked in for Green. Both free throws, good from Van Vliet. So it's Denver now. They trail by 1. Van Vliet against Murray. Screen by Gordon. Here's Brown. Green covering. 6 to shoot. Jokic, no good. Houston has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. To the middle. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And this kind of cunning is what Smith needs in the league. Putting the defender off balance with a pump fake.
It's his first trip to the line. takes a first.
And the number 3 pick in the 2022 NBA draft, Smith Jr.'s ceiling is considered to be very high.
Jordan's checked in for the Nuggets. Smith hits them both. Nuggets trail by 3. Gordon outside. Outside Porter. Got a piece of it. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Here's Green. Got it from about 16 feet. Green's got 7 points here in the quarter. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Denver. 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Gordon against Brooks. Back to Murray. And the bucket is good. Murray's got 10.
Well, every defense gives extra attention to Murray, but they still have trouble keeping him under control.
And here's Van Vliet. He's got 14. On the wing, Green takes the 3. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Rockets ahead. They're up by 3. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting? Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the league gotten a little too creative?
I wish you wear an alternative jersey every once in a while, Ernie.
Yeah, man. You know, your threads are getting a little bit stale. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up with this? I just asked a basketball question, and now it's a personal attack. I'm done with you two. And now talking about this game. What a first half from Fred Van Vliet.
He came in on a mission. He's destroying people, even when they run 2 at him.
They could have run 5 at him, Shaq, and he'd still be knocking it down.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Well, that's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
Houston leading by 3. So the Houston 5 right now. At small forward and power forward, it's Brooks and Smith. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Şengün in at the 5. Van Vliet outside. Shoots. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Now here's Van Vliet. Smith outside. Up and over Gordon. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And he's so comfortable from the mid-range. For a guy like Smith, it's almost a layup.
Pass to Brown. Right side Porter. There's the screen. Here's Brown. Now Jokic. Defended by Şengün. Oh, that's too easy for Jokic when he gets inside position.
Jokic's performance has been off the charts tonight. He is having a huge impact on this game.
Now Brooks. He's got 11. Green with a screen on Porter. Brooks, the pass to Green. 19-footer. Misses off the right iron. And the Nuggets shooting around 44%. Not bad. Here's Porter. Count it, and one. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. It goes on Fred VanVleet, and this is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Porter.
Well, as a three-level scorer, Porter Jr. remains a key part of this team's offense and how they run their sets.
Now here's VanVleet. 14 points for him. Pass to Brooks. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. For three, Smith.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
It's tipped. Şengün with a steal. Smith inside. Working on Jokic. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, great positioning and timing from Şengün there. And his height helps a little too.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Aaron Gordon fits perfectly with this team because of his lunch pail approach. Coach Michael Malone said, I think Aaron Gordon is a prime example of somebody who's truly selfless. He does the dirty work for us, and a lot of times he doesn't get the credit he deserves. Brian, not today.
That's right. Good call, Ali. Thank you. Now here's VanVleet. Smith with a screen on Murray. Brooks outside. To the paint. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Here's a look at some stats for Nikola Jokic.
Over the last 10 games, he's been on an absolute tear, finding all kinds of ways to be a thorn in the opposition's side, just working on offense and getting the looks he wants out there.
Here's Murray. He's got 10. Oh, Jokic hammers it home.
Well, in a league of huge guys, Jokic's size stands out. He is a problem.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And here's who's been leading the league in rebounding over the past month. Number 5 is Nikola Jokic.
He's just been incredible on the boards over the last month of the season. He's a guy who plays with such desire.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Murray against VanVleet. Pass to Şengün. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Nikola Jokic.
Şengün has such a great feel for the game. He's savvy and he knows how to get a call.
No good on that one. Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Sengun has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year, Sengun has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11 post guy. He is so skilled.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Saric checked in.
Golden opportunity to take the lead. Instead, he merely knots up the score.
Gordon, left side. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. The Rockets have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Murray against Van Vliet. Three-pointer, Brooks. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got 6 assists in the game. Pass to Gordon. Here's Murray. It's hauled in by Houston. Sengun's got 4 rebounds now. Houston leading by 3. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Now here's Sengun. 9 points in the game, and it's Green missing. Porter looks it over. Pass to Gordon. Here's Brown. Back to Gordon. Saric right side. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got rebound number 8 now. Houston has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Van Vliet outside. Outside for Brooks. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Denver. Murray with it. And it's Sengun picking him up. Here's Gordon. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Whoa, Aaron Gordon looking like he's in a slam dunk contest right there.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Rockets have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Murray against Van Vliet. And he lobs it up to the rim. It's stolen by Saric. Porter in the post. Brooks defending. Outside for Porter. Pass to Brown. Launches it. It's hauled in by Houston. Sengun's got 5 rebounds in the game. And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. They lead by 1. Sengun with it. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got assist number 7 tonight. Here's Murray. 10 points for him. Gordon outside. Pass to Murray. Back to Porter. Clock at 6. Shoots it from the high post. And that one drops for him. Porter's got 13 now.
Stepping in, Porter Jr. Mid-range jumpers are like layups for an elite shooter like MPJ.
Now here's Brooks. 14 points for him. For the lead. Rebounded by Green.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Brooks with it. Checked by Murray. They get it back. Another shot. And it's Brooks missing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Porter against Green. From behind the arc. Again, Porter missing. Houston in the lead. Van Vliet with it. Pass to Sengun. Rebounded by Denver. Porter's got 4 rebounds now. Saric, high post. Outside for Porter. For 3. Again, Porter missing. Houston has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. And Sengun gets it to go.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Now here's Murray. He's got 10. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Gordon finds Saric. And again, it's Denver missing. The Rockets lead by 3. Brooks outside. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. Pass to Van Vliet. Smith with a screen on Murray. Smith outside. Let's go with a 3. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The shot by Brown, no good. Houston has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Oh, Jalen Green with the sweet stroke.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Man, one guy's been getting it done, Fred Van Vliet.
Well, shutting down his three-point production has to be top of mind for this coaching staff. A new defensive approach is a must.
Russell Westbrook, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Eason's checked in. Pass to Murray. Now here's Saric. Porter finds Murray. 5 on the clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Şengün. Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, and I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own at times.
You know, I just love the moxie Murray has to his game. He's so fast and supremely confident.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A., because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
And we sort of expect this from Şengün. He's proven to be a reliable scorer.
Nuggets trail by 6. Westbrook outside. Pass to Saric. Back to Westbrook. Gordon, the pass to Porter. Westbrook outside. Got a hand on it.
Well, you could see how Şengün read that play and was where he needed to be to get the block.
Green. Soft touch off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Houston lead.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Gordon outside. Porter from outside. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Outside Eason. The 3. It's hauled in by Saric. Saric has got his 5th rebound in this one. Westbrook outside. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist in this one. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Smith outside. The rebound by Murray.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And right now, Green's got the hot hand, and it would be wise to keep going to him.
Nuggets trail by 4. Outside Murray. Pass to Gordon. Up and in on the layup. Gordon's gotten 4 this quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
56 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Green. He's got 16. The kick out to Van Vliet. Now Şengün shoots over Šarić. Şengün, no good. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Back to Westbrook. Gordon, the pass to Westbrook. Murray against Van Vliet. Just 5 to shoot. For the tie. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Fred Van Vliet.
Yeah, and Murray, one of the best free throw shooters in this league, always happy to go to the free throw line.
It'll be his 4th time going to the line in this game. First one falls for him. And Denver making a change here. Brown's checked in. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. And it's tied up with that one. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Van Vliet. He's got 14. Adams with a screen on Murray. And a deep 3 from Van Vliet. Off target from downtown. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And let's listen to head coach Michael Malone review the game plan with his guys.
Raising the shot, no hesitation, we're back. They're trying to come every time, all right? Set our defense up, make a play against our set D, all right? We just got to take care of it and defend without fouling, okay?
And Coach Michael Malone commanding his squad to be smarter on defense.
They got to find a way to stop their momentum somehow, and it starts with strong defense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Dario Šarić is out there with Peyton Watson, and it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The Rockets trail. Brooks outside. Inside, Adams. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
That free throw, no good. One misses. Denver in the lead. Pass to Jordan. Murray with it. He's picked up by Adams. Murray, no good.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
First one falls.
You have to respect Brooks' approach to the game. He's always looking for little ways to improve and wants every year to be his best.
And Brooks drops them both. And here are the Nuggets now. Now Murray. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Jordan. And here's Saric. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Brown, defended by Thompson. Thompson with a steal. Now here's Brooks. The D's right on him. Van Vliet against Murray. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Brown passes to Saric. Beyond the arc. The shot by Brown, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Van Vliet. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
And look at Adams keeping his composure. He doubles down on his inside shot and wins a trip to the charity stripe.
And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. And so he makes both from the line. And it's Murray with the ball for Denver. Pass to Brown. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Brooks. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Watson's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Murray, defended by Thompson. Pass to Saric. Now here's Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. There's the triple. Good work defensively by Brooks.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Van Vliet misses. The Nuggets have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Saric outside. Here's Brown to end the drought. Pass to Watson. Over Thompson. A nice shot by Watson. And Houston has possession. Van Vliet right side. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Rockets lead by 2.
And sometimes you forget about Van Vliet's speed. When this happens, he's more than happy to remind you of it.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. A different look for Denver. Aaron Gordon comes in for Saric. And it's Westbrook in for Watson. Smith, he's checked in for Houston. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Michael Malone said to the team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Westbrook. Gordon outside. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Kept alive. Jordan misses.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Yeah, I know the guys love to see Brooks get in a groove like this. It gets the whole team fired up.
Nuggets trail by 4. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Murray against Van Vliet from downtown. Smith passes to Adams. Outside for Brooks. Van Vliet with it. Just 5 on the clock. Adams finds Smith. Up and over Gordon. Smith no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nuggets. A different look for Denver. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Jordan, and it's Porter Jr. in for Murray. Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook, the pass to Jokic. And here's Gordon. Oh, the swat by Adams. Van Vliet with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Just an active score. Defenses know when Van Vliet is looking to capitalize, forcing them to compromise sometimes.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line.
Well, you wish he got them all, but at the very least, it's now a 2-possession game.
Westbrook against Van Vliet. Westbrook, the pass to Jokic. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Pass to Smith from the arc. Connects from downtown. And the Rockets lead by 6.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his 3rd foul so far. Watson, he's checked in for Brown. Westbrook with it. Porter with it. Brooks defending. Porter in the post. Working on Thompson. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And here's Houston. They're on a 12-4 run. Porter against Brooks. And here's Thompson for 3. Pure from 3-point range. And now it's a 9-point Houston lead.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Westbrook, the pass to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
So it's Denver now. They trail by 11. Outside Watson. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No luck on that one. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Here's Smith. And here's Adams, covered by Jokic. Adams against Jokic. Adams high post. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Watson with a rebound. Watson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Steven Adams.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Adams. On the wing, Green. Green taking the bump.
And fighting his way through. Green not afraid in there with the big boys.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. A 12-point game. Now Jokic. Jokic with a screen on Green. Back to Jokic. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And Adams no good on that one. All right, Stan, what's one rule you change if you could be commissioner for a day?
Well, first thing I want to know, Brian, if I get to be commissioner for the day, for that day, do I get Adam Silver's salary?
100%.
Brian, I'd get rid of all the replays.
All the replays. No more reviews. Human factor.
No reviews, no challenges. Let's play the game and keep the flow of the game going.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Nuggets trail by 16. Outside Porter. Back to Murray. Fires at the elbow, and that one drops. Murray's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, that just illustrates how well-rounded Murray's game is. When he's doing damage from the mid-range like that.
Van Vliet, the pass to Brooks. The kick out to Van Vliet. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 9 rebounds now. Pass to Brown. All alone. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Yeah, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
Now here's Van Vliet. To the paint.
Wow!
And that one is hammered home.
Just a menace around the bucket. Şengün is so hard to stop down low.
Pass to Brown. There's a minute 59 left to play in the fourth quarter. Murray finds Jokic. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And Houston making a change here. Smith's checked in. We've got 1:55 left in the final quarter. Pass to Van Vliet. This one for 3. Drains the triple. Van Vliet's got 20.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity. even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Shot is good by Gordon.
Well, confidence isn't something that Gordon is lacking. He thinks his shot is there, so he just takes it.
Van Vliet against Murray. And here's Van Vliet. Pass to Smith. Wide open. Again, Houston.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Rockets.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Fred VanVleet.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
Now here's Murray. And again, Denver no good. Brooks, the pass to Green. Şengün, a screen on Murray. To the left side wing. Puts it up from 17. Şengün, no good. Jokic against Green. And Gordon with the big finish.
An elite passer at his position. Jokic just seems to have eyes in the back of his head sometimes.
And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Fred VanVleet.